Welcome to our channel, $1,000,000 Made Easy. I want to make a video concerning Social Security because I think there's some real misunderstandings out there, even in some of the financial publications. They make statements that really aren't exact, aren't correct when you actually run the numbers. This one I recently saw from the street. Over the decades, seemingly small differences can add up, way up. Here's the math. If you're eligible to collect $1,958 per month at age 62, you can expect $2,781 at age 67 and $3,449 at age 70 from the street. We're going to see if that's not really a correct statement. This is another one I just saw from Charles Schwab. For example, if you were born in 1960 and your full retirement age is 67, if you start your benefits at age 69, you would receive a credit of 8% per year. That's how much it increases each year after age 67 up to age 70. So you increase that, multiply by 2, the number of years you waited. This means your benefit amount would be 16% higher than the amount you would have received at age 67. And look what they put in parentheses. I highlighted this because this is so crucial. This doesn't include any potential additional cost of living adjustments for inflation from age 67 to 69. In other words, they're just saying whatever you get at 67, you get 16% more of that. No, you've got to take into account the cost of living adjustments. Another misunderstanding is I've gotten this comment several times when I speak to this issue. They said, why would anyone hold off taking Social Security at age 62? You can never make all the money back by waiting. That's a comment I recently received, and I've received this several times whenever I speak to this issue. And that is an untrue statement. And I can show you this from right here. This is the actual from the Social Security Administration's website. It says there's a break-even point. The Social Security break-even point is the age at which the benefits received from delaying payments start to exceed the amount you would have received from starting payments early, in other words, age 62. There is an age out there you would have been better off waiting. The break-even point depends on when you start receiving the benefits and can range anywhere from 76 to 80 years old. And we're going to actually look at the numbers here, folks. That's what I want to show you. Now, obviously, people can say, well, I don't think I'm going to live into my 80s or late 70s. Well, if that's the case, go ahead and take it at age 62. But what we want to do is run the numbers for people. And I want to show you, first I want to show you right here what happens. This 2781 that we're talking about right here, and the reason I have an issue with this statement right here, if you're going to get 1958 at age 62, you can expect 2781? No, you can expect a lot more than that because Social Security does pay COLAs. Let's say, for example, here's this 2781. If you have a COLA of just 2.5%, we're going to look more specifically at the actual COLA rates. But if you have a 2.5% COLA, this amount right here goes up for those 5 years that you're waiting. Again, we're looking at somebody that's age 62 using this statement. You get 1958. Well, that you need to take into account that there's going to be COLAs that's going to increase that. So after 5 years of this kind of COLAs, you would actually be getting 3146, not 2781. So my problem with this is if people are age 62 and they see this understatement and they say, well, do I want to take it now or do I want to get this at age 67? At age 67, because of COLAs, because Social Security does pay COLAs, you're going to get 3146. Again, that's based on this COLA right here. But I want to actually run some numbers for you just to show you that this statement right here is an untrue statement. And again, Social Security tells you this right here. But let's look at the actual numbers. Let's take the numbers that they mentioned. In this case right here, 1958, you have 2781 and so on. Here's a 2781 and going down through here. If you take it at age 62, after that first year, the COLA, I'm just using numbers, actual historical COLAs, 3.5% COLA, you're no longer getting 1947 after that first year, you're getting 2015. The next year with a 2.6% COLA, you're getting 2067. In other words, it's going up. Each one of these is going up by these COLAs, what you're getting monthly amount. But that's true for all of these, folks. That's true for all of these. So what we want to do is look and see where somebody would be if they took it at age 62, the total amount they're going to have at each of these ages. You take it at age 62, you're getting this 1947. After the first year, you're getting 2015. You take that times 12. Next year, you're getting increase. Now you're getting 2067. uh, uh, increase that by 12, you add this plus what you got for this, you're up to 40. This is the accumulative amount that you would have been paid by Social Security if you took it at age 62. I want you to notice how high these numbers are getting, but notice at age 67, you're going to start getting, if you waited till age 67, you're not just going to get this 2781, you're actually going to be getting 3,269 because of COLAs, because of these COLAs right here. So the first, at age 67, if you were to die, it still would have been better off taking it at age 62 because you only would have received 39,000 by taking it at age 67 the first year you took it. But this is cumulative, folks. I want you to notice these totals. Again, I'm referring to this statement right here. You never get all your money back. Well, according to Social Security, you do. Right here, there's a break-even point, and we're going to see where that break-even point is. Given historical returns, again, everything in the future is going to have different COLAs, but look at the difference here. By the time you get to age 72, you would have received 303,000 from taking Social Security at age 62. How much would you have age 67? 252,000. And look at age 70, you're actually starting to take it. If you wait to take it to age 70, you're going to get 4532, not 3448, which is what your statement would have said. You're going to get 4532. You take that times 12. Watch these numbers, folks. There's going to reach a point where if you live long enough, again, nobody knows how long they're going to live, but look at these numbers. This is the break-even point right here. When you're 76, you would have been better off taking it at age 67. Why? Because all these cumulative amounts that you would have gotten as this 2781 grew by these COLAs, by the time you're in this year right here, you would be getting 3975, no longer 2781. And if you add the cumulative amounts up, all you would have gotten from Social Security over those first 10 years from age 67 to 76, you would have had 438,000 from Social Security, where if you would have taken it at age 62, you'd only have 433,000. Age 70, you're still below that. But folks, just 4 years later, at age 80, this is the break-even point that this is talking about. You start receiving more than what you would have gotten if you would have taken it at age 62 or age 67. So if most people, if they live in their 80s, they'd be better off if they would have waited till age 70. Again, this assumes you have enough of a nest egg that you don't need to start Social Security till age 70. Obviously, if you need to take it earlier, that's a different story. But we're referring to this right here. You can never make all that money back. Yes, there's a break-even point, and Social Security talks about that. The rest of the time, you would have been better off waiting till age 70. If you're in your 80s at all, you're going to make it to your 80s at all, you're better off taking it at age 70. Again, if you can afford to wait. But I just want to cover these issues, these mistaken statements. You don't get 2781. You would actually be getting 3146 if you had these kind of COLAs. But hopefully this makes sense to you. But that's what we do in this channel. We run all kinds of different numbers. We point out different observations, and especially when there's such a mistaken understanding, even in financial magazines that really don't clarify this very much. And this is in parentheses. Why would you put this in parentheses? This doesn't include the additional cost of living. It's more than 16% higher because of cost of living adjustments for inflation. But hopefully this makes sense to you. I just love running numbers for people. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Again, it's called $1 Million Made Easy. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a numbers guy. I love to run numbers, but I love to run the correct numbers, showing you what's actually going to happen based on what has happened, first of all, in the actual historical returns to the S&P 500. That's what we usually look at. But in this case, we're just talking about Social Security and say those were some incorrect statements because they didn't take account of COLAs, and also they thought that it was better to take it at age 62, and that's not the case if you live to make it to your 80s. But again, please consider subscribing to this channel. Let people know there's a channel out there that'll run numbers for them. Please share this. Please comment. Please like the videos. And thanks so much for watching.